Hey, what's up everyone? Josh Quinones here, and this right here is the TCL 20 Pro 5G. Now at the time of making this video, this phone right here is only going for around $500 and it packs quite a bit. So we got a 6.67-inch AMOLED display, we got a 4,500 milliamp battery, a 4-camera setup in the back with a 48 megapixel lens, an SD card slot for SD card support for that expandable memory, a headphone jack, which you really don't see in a lot of devices anymore these days. Everybody is getting rid of it, and an IR blaster, which again, you don't see that in a lot of phones these days. So all of this for only $500. Now I'm really loving what TCL did here with the overall design of this device. I mean, when most people look at this phone, they'll probably think it's anywhere from like a $700 to a $1,000 device. I mean, it looks that good. Now looking at the back, you're kind of getting the best of both worlds. You get a nice matte finish here with a nice glossy finish here to the left. I mean, yeah, it's just a little strip of glossiness, but I think it makes for a good combo. Now my favorite part of the back of this phone, aside from the color, I mean, because the color looks great, and it also comes in a nice blue color as well, but my favorite part of the back of this phone has to be that camera setup. I mean, it is completely flush with the back of this device. There is absolutely no camera hump at all. And it just allows me to comfortably use my device, you know, on things like a flat table or a flat counter without having that wobble effect that we get on other devices that have that huge camera bump. So you can really tell that TCL was paying attention to detail here when it came to the overall design of this device. Now going over to the display, like I mentioned earlier, this does have a 6.67-inch AMOLED display that just looks amazing. I mean, the colors look beautiful, they just pop, they're nice and vibrant, and you know, I would expect the display to look really good because I mean, that's what TCL is known for. They're known for making beautiful displays on their TVs, and I would expect them to bring down that technology to their smartphones, and they have definitely done that with this device right here. We're pretty much getting an all-screen experience. Content looks great on this device, whether you're watching Netflix, Disney Plus, YouTube, anything you're watching on here is going to look good. You get a camera hole punch cutout there up at the top, which I personally don't find to get in the way. I mean, it's hidden up there pretty good. Like I said, you're pretty much getting an all-screen experience, and we also get an in-display fingerprint sensor. Now, it probably works anywhere from around 90 to 95% of the time. It's not the most accurate fingerprint sensor, but you know, it does work for the most part. Me personally, I do use that facial recognition, which I find to work really good. I know it's not the most secure, but you know what, it does work. If I'm not using that, then I'll use the pattern as well. But overall display, absolutely beautiful. It is a 1080p display, so you know, not the most highest resolution there, but you know, TCL did have to make some cuts here and there in order to get the price down to where it's at. So the device itself, yeah, it's not the most perfect device, but then again, you know what device is. If you're looking for an affordable device with a lot of great features and you know, a beautiful premium look, this is definitely one to consider right here. But the display, absolutely beautiful. It is also only a 60 hertz display, so we're also not getting that high refresh rate either. And if you're someone who does use a 120 hertz display right now, or even a 90 hertz display, you will notice it for the most part just, you know, scrolling through the phone. Not that the phone performs badly or it's slow or anything like that, it's just not as smooth. Now, speaking of the overall performance on this device right here, you know me personally, I'm not really one to get too deep into the specs. If you do want to know more about the specs on this device right here, I'll throw them up here on the screen, but me personally, I'm more about the user experience. Really, I just want to know how it's going to work for me on my everyday usage. Is it going to perform good? Is it going to get done what I needed to get done? That is what I am about. But like I said, the specs are up here on the screen in case you do want to know more about that. But when it comes to the overall performance, honestly, I mean, it's been working out great for me. Me personally, I have been taking this everywhere with me since I've gotten it day one, whether it's my main device for that day or my secondary device for that day. This phone is always with me, and I do a lot on this device. It's able to handle, you know, just scrolling through the device, home screen to home screen, going in and out of apps, checking my emails, text messages, phone calls. I'm able to use the internet on this just fine, scroll through my social media. I was able to play, you know, more of the basic games. I would say when it got into more of a heavier game like Call of Duty, that's when I would notice the phone not start to underperform, but I would notice it start to heat up. At about 10 minutes, it did start getting a little bit warm. Then when I got to about 15 minutes of playing that Call of Duty mobile, it did start to heat up a little bit more. Now, again, it didn't slow down. It didn't start underperforming. It just started getting a little hot, but it didn't kick me out of the game because it was heating up. I was able to keep playing. So if you're someone that really doesn't care about the heat and you can keep playing the game like that, then hey, more power to you. You can keep on playing. At least with my experience, it didn't kick me out of the game. Like I said, it didn't slow down my game. the phone just got a little hot. But other than that, I mean, the phone has been performing great. Honestly, it handles 5G like a boss. I do have a 5G SIM card in this device, and wherever 5G is available, I'm able to get it on this phone and the service works great. Now, of course, this is going to depend on location, whether you have 5G in your area or not. I thought I'd go ahead and just mention that since this is a 5G device. Now, when it comes to overall battery life, honestly, I'm making it through an entire day of, regular usage. I'm getting around 5 to 5.5 hours of screen on time, which me personally, I think is pretty good, especially for a $500 device. Like I said, it's getting me through my full work days. Now, when I'm heavily using this device, I'm not able to make it, late into the night, but I'm still able to make it through most of my days. So battery life on this device, I think is pretty good, at least for me. Now, when it comes to the cameras, it's kind of back and forth. Sometimes I'm able to get, really good shots, and then other times I'm able to get, not so good shots or just kind of decent shots. It really just depends on lighting. When the lighting's really good, and this is pretty much with any phone, if the lighting is really good, you can get a really good shot. But if the lighting is not so good, you kind of have to struggle a little bit trying to get a good shot. Kind of have to find yourself being as creative as you can be to get a good shot. So the cameras on here, they're pretty good depending on lighting, I would say. They're not the best cameras that I've used in a smartphone, but I was able to get some pretty decent shots and video as well. You are able to record video up to 4K 30 frames per second. Unless you have the HDR turned on, then that will bring your video quality down to 1080p 30 frames per second. So depending on what resolution you want, you can either turn that HDR on or turn it off. And then this will also have the EIS video stabilization. But video quality is pretty decent as well. Now, when it comes to overall, other extra features that we get on this device, I really like this smart key that we have here on the left side of the phone. So you can basically set it up 3 ways. You can do a single press to load things like the Google Assistant. You can do a double press to open things up like the camera, and even a triple press to open up things like another application. You can pretty much set it up however you want. So it's definitely a very nice feature to have. Like I said earlier, this also has an SD card slot, so you can be able to throw an SD card in there for expandable memory. Me personally, that is something that I use on other devices that have it. I really hate that other devices coming out these days are getting rid of that, because I still use it, especially when it comes to recording content for this channel. I do edit all of my videos on my phone, and if I decide to edit my video on this phone one day, I can easily just take the SD card out of my camera, pop it in this phone, and start editing. I don't have to worry about, buying an SD card reader or anything like that. So definitely another very cool feature to have in this device. The speakers on this device, they sound okay. It's not, the best speakers that I've heard. It does get fairly loud enough. Unless you're in a loud environment, then it's not going to be as loud, but it does get loud enough if you're in a, kind of a quiet room like this and you're just watching content on your device. And that IR blaster on the top. Now, this is one of my favorite features on this device, because I can take this phone with me anywhere. I can control any TV that I want, but not just any TV. I can also control a setup box, air conditioning units, net box, projectors, DVD players, air cleaners, a fan, power amplifier, and a water heater. So you can definitely do a lot with this IR blaster here up top, and it's just always something really cool to be able to show off to your friends and family, or even mess around with your friends. If you're over at a friend's house, you don't want them to know that you have that. Not a lot of people know about this in a smartphone. So y'all can be watching TV, you can be changing the channels or whatever on purpose without anybody knowing. They're gonna think their TV's broken or something. So it's always just something fun to mess around with. And another thing, this headphone jack, while everybody is getting rid of it, at least most phone manufacturers are getting rid of that headphone jack, TCL has stuck strong and kept it there. Me personally, I still use headphones with a wire, especially when editing. Yeah, I do. I'm not gonna lie, I do use, wireless earbuds, but when it comes to editing my videos, this is what I'm talking about. Or when I wanna get the best sound that I possibly can, I do use wired headphones. So it's always nice when a phone does have a headphone jack. So overall, I have been enjoying my experience with this device very much. Like I said, I have had it with me on the daily. Takes care of everything that I need it to. Beautiful display, beautiful premium back. You got some decent cameras on there, some good battery life, good performance. Now, I will say one thing about this display. It is a curved display, okay? Me personally, I have always liked the curved displays, but they gotta be just right. Here, I think they curved it just a little too much, because I do find times to where, you know, I'm kind of holding the phone like this, just kind of scrolling side to side. The palm of my hand will accidentally tap something here, opening up an app or the camera or whatever it is I have right there. So I think they could have toned down the curves just a little bit. But other than that, I mean, beautiful, beautiful looking device. But y'all let me know what you think down in the comments sections below. Is this a device that you can see yourself getting? I'll have a link down in the description below in case you do find yourself interested and you want to pick one up for yourself. But again, y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you did like this video and find it helpful, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any other future videos to come. Thanks again for watching. This is Josh Quinones. I will see you on the next one. Peace.